Hey everybody, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. My name is Mark Johnson, and I am here today to deliver another movie review. The movie I'll be reviewing today is Black Phone. It is a 2021 film release and is directed by Scott Derrickson. It's based on the novel or the short story by Joe Hill, and the screenplay is by Scott Derrickson and Robert Cargill. After being abducted by a child killer and locked in a soundproof basement, a 13-year-old boy starts receiving calls on a disconnected phone from the killer's previous victims. So as we start this film, we are in small town America. We are actually on a Little League baseball field, and we are with the pitcher, which is our actually main character, Finney, and he's about to pitch what seems to be a pretty important game, or more or less a game that seemingly is on his shoulders if he can get this batter out. Finney's looking around thinking, probably a million different things at that point, but he's really hoping and believing that he can deliver another strike with this next pitch. As he delivers the next pitch, the batter hits a home run. But the batter shows Finney a little respect by calling him, or by saying to him that his arm is mint. Your arm is mint, and he tells him that, and which gives him Finney a little bit of confidence that he is someone worthwhile. Later on, within this film, we see that the area has been terrorized by a child abductor, child killer. Affectionately, they call him the Grabber. As we get to show Finney in his day-to-day life, we see that he has a sister, and her name is Gwen, and they go to the same school. And Finney, we kind of see that he's kind of bullied himself. Three boys are bullying him, and one of the people that looks out for him is another student named Robin. And Robin, he's kind of a wild child. There's even a scene where he beats up another kid just because the kid just deserved it, in a sense. And we see that Robin and Finney have a bond in that sense that Finney will help Robin with his math, and Robin will look out for him with the bullies. And so as we kind of further progress and we see that this town is being terrorized by this kidnapper, we start to we're seeing posters, missing posters, and at a certain point, the batter that Finney faced at that game, he gets kidnapped himself, and that's Bruce. There's some need for concern as Finney's, and there's need for concern in the sense that more children have been abducted, but the police haven't figured anything out. We further see the lifestyle or the home life of Finney and Gwen. They have a alcoholic father. His name's Terrence. On Fridays, Gwen goes to her friend's house, and Finney goes home. We see that he just kind of goes home, takes care of his dad when he passes out drunk, and watches horror movies. And so this is kind of the recurring pattern that they have in their lifestyle. At a certain point, we see that Finney himself gets kidnapped on one of these Fridays where Gwen goes to her friend's house. Finney, on his way home, gets kidnapped by the Grabber, and he ends up in a basement. And the Grabber is telling him how all these horrible and terrible things he's going to do to him. And Finney is obviously in shock, scared, probably shitless, fearful that he's going to die down there in that basement. There happens to be a phone on the wall, but as the Grabber tells Finney, the phone doesn't work, hasn't worked for years. But at a certain point, the phone does ring for Finney, and Finney answers the phone, and there's a crackling sound. At a certain point, a voice does call to him, and the voice tells him, your arm is mint. So I feel that this is definitely a very intriguing premise for a film. Within the story, we will see that it kind of has that supernatural kind of a feeling to it, with the phone. So there's definitely some very strong elements to help this film come toward the end with a big resounding resolution. So for my review for The Black Phone, a 2021 film, I'm giving this film a solid 3.5. I feel it's a very strong film, definitely entertaining. The acting performances were strong. This is an hour and 43-minute film, so it's not that long, but they were able to introduce a lot of the film without having to give you a whole lot of backstory. The stylistic choices definitely for me added to the reason why I was so engaged within the film. So that has been my review for The Black Phone. It is a 2021 film release. If you like this review, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing on the channel because you've seen other reviews or other content on this channel, make sure to subscribe. And if you want to leave a comment about this film because you've seen it, or if you'd like to recommend a film that I watch and review on the channel, make sure to leave that all in the comment box below. And then lastly, if you don't want to miss any of my upcoming reviews or other content, make sure to, and that way you will be notified. So again, that has been my review for The Black Phone, a 2021 film release directed by Scott Derrickson. And I thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it. And so, like we always do at this time, have a blessed day. I will see you on the flip side. Let's go.